the things that platform, those 9 years, and I can talk about what I went through, the ups and downs there, but I know because of that platform, man, it elevated me to a point to be in the position that I am
Put
today.
you on a national stage.
It put me on
every
a
day.
national stage every day. And I became a name.
Yep.
I became a name in the sports community that I still have because of that. I had my job at Fox because of ESPN. I married my last wife because of ESPN. Everything that I have was because of that network, because of that opportunity. And that opportunity wasn't going to be there had I messed it up or had that man not been a blessing for me when I thought he was a burden.
So you were in the car on your way to get the answer to why.
I was going to find out
right?
the why.
You were going to find out the why. Something called to you. You went home.
Mm-hmm.
You prayed on it.
Yep.
And you prayed for the what now?
I prayed for the what now. I said, what do you want me to do? Just wait. He said, wait, be patient.
And 3 weeks later, your life changed. Your family's life changed.
Man, my life. And what's crazy is 2 weeks later, I got a call from Houston, right? Saying, we want you to fly in for this job opportunity, whatever. I go down there a week later to audition in Houston. I'm on the set and audition, did a good audition, get to the airport. When I'm in the airport, while I'm in the airport, my agent calls me, says, oh, you got the job. I'm like, what, Houston already? Like, no, it's not Houston. She said, ESPN wants you. I was up for a role with this show called Cold Pizza at the time in New York.
I remember that, yeah.
I had auditioned at ESPN before, whatever, right? Didn't hear anything from it. As a matter of fact, I heard from ESPN. They said I didn't get the job. A guy named Dari Noka, who was a good friend of mine, love him to death. He got the job over me, right? And I guess I finished in second or whatever. And so they said, we want to fly you in to, look at cold pizza and all that type of stuff like that, right? Cool. I was thinking about that. While I'm in Houston, once again, get the job at I get the phone call at the airport from my agent. My agent says, Mike, you got the job? I'm like, what? She said, no. She said, ESPN wants to fly you in. ESPN wants to hire you. I'm like, what? So I went from almost getting a job in Tampa, not getting a job in Tampa. Houston opportunity comes along thinking it's Houston.
Yeah.
All these doors start opening up. Oh, also Fox Sports Southwest, a regional, wanted to hire me. So all these doors opened up because that door closed in Tampa. Because the door closed basically in Dallas a year and a half, because I would have been content in Dallas with that guy. And the guy that he hired after me was down there for 17 years before the other guy retired. He's just now the main guy. But I'm telling you, man, sometimes the biggest losses in your life turn out to be the biggest gains.
And to that point, relationship-wise, I think I was in 6th year in the league, going into my 6th year. And I had really loved this girl I had met in college. We were on again, off again. She stepped out. I was off playing. She was living her life.
When you mean stepped out, what do you mean? Like she?
No, we weren't together.
Okay.
She had a baby. And
not yours.
No, not mine. Okay. And didn't work out with her baby's father at the time and all of that. And so we started connecting again. And she was really depressed and all of that. I'm like, look, man, it's all good. We just, this off season, we'll come hang out. I said, pick anywhere you want to go, just so we can get away and whatever. And she said, I've never been to Jamaica. So we go to Jamaica, had a wonderful time, right? We come back home, and I was like, look, whatever it is you want to do, I'm down. All right? She was like, all right, I just need some time, take some time. I said, all right, boom. And so about a month and a half, 2 months later, she calls me and was like, hey, I need to tell you something. I said, okay, what's up? She was like, I'm getting back with my son's father, and we're going to get married.
Wow.
And I said, okay. I said, look, I'm here. We were friends before we were anything. Whatever you need, let me know. I wish you the best. 2 months later, I'm in LA at the BET Awards, and I'm staying at the Mondrian, and I'm looking out off the balcony, and they setting up for a big party down there. So I go down, I'm like, what's going on, man? What's popping? And they're like, Beyonce is having an album release party, right? This was June 2023.
Not 2003. 2003.
2003.
Mm-hmm.
2003. And so I'm like, all right, cool, boom, we there. I'm at the party, we down there, everybody there, boom, 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 boom. And this young lady is over where I am, and we start talking and hitting it off. And 21 years later, we've been married for 18 of them.
Wow. Had you been with the other girl in that situation, had she not taken herself out of the equation and gotten back,
at the time,
you wouldn't have been available. Because I know you're a one woman type of guy.
I'm good, man. I just want to be in love. I just want to love on somebody, have them love on me back.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't have enough time and energy for all of that. But if I'm stuck on why she don't want me or why she going back with him,
right.
She obviously, and they're still together. They're still married. They have more kids.
Right.
So that was perfect for her. But for me, instead of the why, I'm like, okay, well, what now? Right. And I end up meeting the love of my life, my wife, the mother of my two beautiful sons, and we've been together for 21 years, and it started that night. Had I been in a relationship, I wouldn't have been open to meeting the person I was supposed to be with.
Bruh, and you guys really, truly love each other. I mean, you're my favorite couple in the world. I mean, like, you're the epitome of what a family is and should be.
I'm trying.
21 years in the game.
21 years, man.
I mean, I did 22. I mean, that was 3 different ones. You know what I mean?
You
combined, bro. I did my time, though. I did my time.
You
3 combined, 3 divorces or whatever. I don't have that happily ever yet, but maybe one day, man.
So, number one, thank you for sharing.
Thank you, bro.
All right, and you got emotional, but that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be emotional.
Yeah.
The emotions have to go somewhere.
I have no shame in doing that, bro.
And, you know, one of the biggest takeaways from what you said to me was timing, right? Things happen in our lives. We don't understand the timing. Well, why? Right? We talked about the whys and the what nows and the, right? Most people don't have the self-control that you showed on the turnpike, going to do something that's way out of your character.
It is.
Because you felt that you were put in that position. And just hearing that and hearing you take a moment, turn the car around, resonates. Because my father used to say this. My father worked in the prison system for 26 years. Some of the toughest prisons in the world. He said 90 seconds. What does that mean? He said, I'm in a building with men who changed their whole lives in 90 seconds. A 90-second decision can ruin your life or it can enhance your life. And just listening to that story, I'm like, wow, that's a 90-second moment.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that God intervened, and once again, it's divine intervention there, man. Because once again, you're right. Making the wrong decision could have totally gone the opposite direction for me, man. And I appreciate you sharing what you shared with me, because I've heard the story about you being at the Mondrian and the Beyonce. I didn't know the prior to that, and you've helped me just listening to you talking about dealing with loss now. You know what I mean? Because like I said, everything that I'm going through as far as like professionally, trying to figure out, man, I've been thinking, what now? But now I know, because of what I've lost, because of what I lost isn't because I'm being punished. It means that what now is going to happen for me and what I'm about to gain. And I pray that professionally I gain my Renice. You know what I mean? Your wife. Yeah. I pray that because of what I lost, and not dwelling on it, because I really haven't dwelled on it. I've been, God's taking care of me, whatever, and I've been able to, take care of myself and still hustle, whatever. But now I know what's coming next is the equivalent professionally to your Renice.
Yeah. And
that's the happily ever after that I'm looking for professionally, bro.
And that's all you can ask. That's all you can ask for, man. Look, we don't know the grand design of each and of each other's lives, or not even our own lives. But what we can do is take time, breathe, share,
Yeah.
be open
Mm-hmm.
about loss,
Mm-hmm.
be open about dealing with loss,
Mm-hmm.
right? Whether it's someone in your life that you know that you can talk to, there are plenty of outlets out there for you to find help, to find someone to help you deal with it. Because look, there's one thing we all know as humans. Pain is pain.
Yeah.
Whether you lose a job, a loved one, a relationship, it all hurts,
Mm-hmm.
right? And your hurt, my pain isn't any different than your pain.
Right.
There are different degrees. We're different people, but just know, right? You're not alone.
Not alone.
You're not alone. I'm telling you, you're
Yep.
not alone, even if you feel alone.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm excited that we got a chance to do this episode, just you and I, and talk about this, because when we set out on this journey, it was always important for us to be open and candid about the things that we've gone through, in hopes that it would help
Yep.
anybody watching or listening. And the name of the podcast is Done There Been That.
Yep.
And we just shared serious moments of us done there and been that.
Yeah. Genuine, authentic, real, transparent. And this is the reason why I wanted to do it and do it with you, because I knew you'd be open about that. And I'm happy that we can. And I want people out there to understand that, once again, you're not alone. You got to find your tribe. You got to find your safe space of somebody that you can talk to. And if you feel like you can't talk to somebody, man, there's a higher spirit. If you're spiritual, you cannot find that person, but express it in some kind of way, in a positive manner. That's one thing that we also learned. A positive outlet for you to express yourself and get it out, whether it's pain, whether it's anger, whether it's sadness, whatever you feel. I heard Ludacris say, take an X-Lax and let that shit go. You got to let that shit go, man. You got to let it go.